Hello, welcome back. This is my last video for the day. This is just an introduction to the pretérito. And what we have been doing is giving you different examples of how to use the pretérito. Again, they're actions in the past that were completed at a certain a specific point in time. And second, that they lasted for a certain amount of time. And thirdly, they were part of a series of events. They were part of a list of actions. And so, like I went to the beach, undressed, and put on my bathing suit. Okay? Like they left the house, drove to work, and arrived at 8. He washed the dishes and then took us to the park. Okay? So we're talking about different things that went on in the past. Okay? So here we go. Let's say them in Spanish. Says, okay, we're talking about I went to the beach. I put it in English and in Spanish. Let's see if I can do that. I went to the beach, undressed, and put on my bathing suit. Okay? Fui a la playa, me quité la ropa, y me puse el bañador. Okay, let's say it together. Fui a la playa, me quité la ropa, y me puse el bañador. Okay, let's go to the second one. It says they left the house, drove to work, and arrived at 8. Salieron de la casa, manejaron al trabajo y llegaron a las 8. It's my mistake here. It's not manejó, it's manejaron because we're using ellos. Sorry about that. There we go. So here we go again. Ellos salieron de la casa, manejaron al trabajo y llegaron a las 8. All of that is pretérito, simple past tense. Lastly, we have he washed the dishes and took us to the park. Él lavó los platos y nos llevó al parque. Él lavó los platos y nos llevó al parque. There we go. So these are the ways that we use the pretérito, the most common way of speaking in the past tense in Spanish. Again, we have only seen regular verbs. We haven't gone into the conjugation and how we form the preterite verbs in Spanish. We haven't gone into that explanation yet. We're just generally speaking about how we have 3 ways of expressing the past, and the other ways are the present perfect, in English, which is the pretérito perfecto, like I have gone or I have eaten, when we need an auxiliary to form the past tense. We also have the used to, I used to, and that as well. We're not studying those two. We're studying the simple past, which is the completed action at a certain point in the past. And so we gave different examples from the 3 ways of using it. So we said that, for example, I ate pizza last night. You know, that started and finished at a certain point of time, and it's gone. It's completed. It's self-contained. It's not going anywhere. It's not affecting the present. It's not somewhere lost in the past. We know when it happened, and it's over. Okay, so that's the first way that we looked at the verb. Then we looked at it lasting for a certain amount of time. So when we say, you know, the war lasted 3 years, we wouldn't use the war used to last 3 years, or we wouldn't use the war has lasted 3 years. We're just saying the war lasted 3 years. It's a certain way of speaking in a certain for something that could be used with a pretérito perfecto. We could say the war has lasted 3 years, but we're not saying that. We're not putting it in that way of speech. We're saying the war lasted 3 years. So if somebody said, how long did the war last? Your answer would be, the war lasted 3 years. Okay, so la guerra duró 3 años. So speaking with amounts of time. And the last one that we just did was a series of events when you're listing a bunch of actions that you've done in the past. Okay, I went to work, I washed the dishes, and I went to sleep. Okay, so fui al trabajo, lavé los platos, y fui a dormir. And so that is the recap of the introduction that we've done for the pretérito. We're going slowly but surely. I've given you a general overview. We're going to go in depth in the conjugation and the irregulars and just taking it bite size by bite size. So thank you for your patience for these videos. Please do your homework. The last 5 sentences, there are going to be a total of 15 sentences. One with the actions completed in a certain point in the past. Second, the actions that went on for a certain amount of time. And lastly, the one that we just did that were part of a series of events. So just give me a list of things that someone did in the past. 5 sentences, total of 15. Thank you. Bye-bye.